Okay, so maybe it's time to move on to another chapter, another part. This would be the beginning of part 2, maybe, in the stories. The Queen of Beauty, chapter 1, or something like that. I was saying previously that, well, a quick reminder. Revolution, hero. I have Newsweek to prove it. I quoted there. I work for journalists, Time magazine, Radio Sweden for once. Good money, a terribly fancy car for that period, 10, 15 years old maybe, but an Audi, and for the age it was, I keep repeating this, a helicopter, which explained some terrible success with girls, in large part. So, some adventures with a car. I had it stolen, then an attack on the coast, the Black Sea coast. But overall, an extraordinary time, all in all. Miners coming in, somebody wanted to, I don't know if kill me, but torture me, thinking I'm someone else. They're in the previous 262 episodes on the blog if you're really into it. And some money, I said, trips to Germany, Istanbul. But then at one point, some more money would be welcome. And how about thinking other ways? An ad in the paper, I gave some money, signed a contract to give, I can't think how much it was, 1,000, serious money. Not, I mean, 10,000 I didn't have, not even 5, I think. But for that time, 1990, this country was poor, coming out of the dark ages. Communism, poverty, they cut off the electricity, the heat, you had to queue for bread, so you see what I mean. Okay. I give the money, sign the contract, but the guy doesn't pay, so I go to a lawyer to see. And the lawyer says, well, he will give you the official rate, so you lose a lot of money. Let's move on, because that's not, I mean, I also sort of looked into it a little in past episodes. So if I am to move on, let's move on. I walk out of the office, across the street from the headquarters of the police, the police of the country, general headquarters, Victoria Avenue, and then a street down there. I think I used to know the name of the street too, but anyway. And the car is parked with windows lowered down, and Derry Van Horn from Catherine, which is of Eastwick, Jack Nicholson. I liked, I loved, if that's the word. I mentioned, and I'll repeat this, Thomas Mann says in a short story, we abuse the word. Love doesn't mean anything anymore. If you're looking for love, you have to look in art fiction, not in real life. So there you go. This is a proof. I loved Jack Nicholson. Took the name from the movie, used it for, even if Fidel, there's a Fidel, as his servant, manservant in the movie called Fidel, but then there's Fidel Castro. So the association is not good there. In fact, it's impossible for yours truly, as hating communism. So there is in the car. He would rather go with me and wait whatever, the pool, everywhere. I even took him on a bus coming from Poana Brașov to Constanța once. Well, the bus was for transfer with tourists, and I asked them, there weren't many, 10, 15, the bus was nearly empty. And I asked them, do you mind if I, no, take him along. So I did. He was in the car, no, and I was not happy with the news. I'm losing $900 or something really big, massive for the time. Well, it would be massive even now, but and then there's this woman who's saying something to him, little doggy or something. There he was concentrated, eyes fixed on me to see what I'm doing. I mean, you know the devotion of a German Shepherd, so there you have it. Glued to me. It's also true that dog owner. I think they had a headline that scientists have found that this is the oldest companion we have. Like we haven't imagined that, but anyway, that's proof. But in this case, it was even more serious. Maybe I should take a sideline here and say this dog was a treasure, but also such a pain. He was sick. He had something at the back, so I had to go to 10 doctors and visit them 277 times. I don't know. Because he had to go through treatment at one stage. And I remember sitting there and waiting. They were very busy. Vets were very busy. I don't know about now, that more, and there's money. And then, like everything else, there were very few things, very few cars, very few vet services, places to use. Shops were like barracks, like, I don't know, like small boxes on the street. Anyway, you see what I mean. So the bond was even more intense, even stronger than the already strong bond people have with their dogs. So that's about that. And she says some words to him, and then she walks down not a steep descent, but still a descending street there. And so as I said, I was upset, and it's $900. Shit, oh, fuck. But then after this, I wake up from this sort of continuing nightmare with this guy, with the money. I said to myself, look, that girl just noticed us, talked to him, and then I said something. Yeah, he's very devout. He waits for me, and I've been in, and I just failed to react, and more than the stupid explanation I gave her. What's wrong with me? So I walk as fast as I can down the road, following her, and then she walks into the ticketing agency because clearly she's going to go on a train somewhere. So she walks in, and there are quite a few lines because various people go in different directions. She's waiting in the line for tickets to Moldavia. In particular, I think the northern part. I mean, I know, and I'm going to say in the next 210 episodes about the 2 trips, is it? I think it's 2 trips I took to Iași, because this is what she is coming from. I'm a bit. So anyway, and I stand up in line behind her, and then act act as if we haven't met, and I'll ask something. Is it? Do you think they have tickets for all of us or something? And then I say, yeah, but we. After the two questions, as if we just happened a coincidence. I'm here behind you, but then, what do you think? We met 4 minutes ago with a dog, and oh yeah, yeah. But then by the time it wasn't just two people ahead, I think there was something like 10. But still, even if it's 10 people, they do move on. And as we approach, I said, okay, I'll wait for you if we can talk further, or we continue the discussion, conversation. I'll wait for you because I'm not. In fact, I came after you. I'm not going. I'm not buying a ticket. I'm not going anywhere. And then, as she walked out from the agency, I asked where is she going. I offered to give her a ride. So that was for first tomorrow, or whenever the next episode is. The first joke, if you will. Because what's in the car, she says at one point, I'm Miss Romania. And I had no idea. I mean, I had not seen the ceremony, the show, or whatever. And I said, yeah, and I'm the Maharaja of Punjab. Or maybe I said some other such silly thing, thinking this is maybe a joke or just a reaction. I mean, I didn't realize she's the queen of beauty. So we'll continue tomorrow.